We got some fucking cards today. I don't know what the fuck this thing is. I haven't been checking out Yu-Gi-Oh in years, so I'm pretty old school, but these look kind of cool. Now, if you notice right here, there's a little thing here. It says KC. I don't know what the fuck that means. All I know is I've never seen a holo that looks like this. It looks cool when you reflect it in the light. Some kind of fucking wing thingy. Another holo. 2,000 attack. 2,000 defense. That's solid. I think this is one of those XYZ cards. See, I never really paid attention to that stuff. That's some new school shit. There's another one of the same thing. The fuck is that shit? Looks like she's on some kind of mechanical horse. Alright then. There you have it. It's got really good attack. Shitty defense. But I can't read this, so I'm sure it has a really cool effect. I like this one. This one's pretty cool. Some kind of cybernetic looking lizard monster with wings. Fuck if I know. 3,000 attack. 2,500 defense. This camera won't focus for a shit. But you get the gist of it. That's pretty cool. You got 40 cards here. They're supposed to be random. And right off the bat here, you can see we got a holo here. But wait, what's that? Oh no. Not just one sweet looking dragon, but you get a duplicate for some fucking reason. Hey, I can't complain though. That's pretty cool. It's cool, you know. And for some reason here we got, now I've seen this before. This is a pretty cool looking card. What appears to be Blue Eyes White Dragon and Dark Magician and some giant burst of light or some shit. I don't know what this is about, but I've seen it before in English, but I don't remember what its effect is. I'll have to look it up. It's pretty cool. This came, I think this was separate. I think this came separate. Yeah, I believe this came separate. But that's pretty cool. I think that's my favorite so far. I've already had a look at those holos, you know, in the store, but I have not checked out these 40 cards here, so I have no idea. I did see a little glimmer of holo within the deck, you know. I didn't really look through it, but I, you know, sort of saw what looked to be a holo is somewhere in the middle of this deck, so hopefully we'll see that. What do we have here? This is some kind of weird archery looking chick. Now I don't know what the fuck these new cards are. It's like an effect monster, but like half the card looks like a spell card, and then there's like these weird little blue and red indicators with like an 8 number. I have no idea what the fuck this is. So again, some kind of new shit that I'm not privy to. I haven't played this game in years. I stopped playing for many years, and then I started playing again, and they had these like XYZ and synchro bullshit, and I wasn't digging it because it made the game pretty much unplayable, you know, if you use those cards, to the point where people won't even play the game with you if you use those cards, because they're pretty much bullshit. I mean, they're cool if you're using them, but they're not so great when they're being used on you. So they're kind of a game breaker for me. Yeah, so pretty high defense. It's a pretty cool card. Alright, so let's look at this one. Some kind of little sword wielding dude. He has 0 defense. Well, how do you like that? He's got 0 defense. 1,400 attack. I guess he's decent. I guess nothing really to write home about. Moving on. What the fuck is this? Some kind of weird clown fucking guy. Fuck if I know what this is. I'm waiting to see something really cool. This guy's got like a fucking brown clown wig. Yeah, moving on. Oh, this looks pretty cool. This is like some kind of magician. That's pretty cool. I still don't know what these things are here. It's like half of a spell, half an effect card. It's got pretty decent attack. Another sorcerer looking guy. 1500 attack, 1500 defense. 4-star. Decent. Then we got this little guy here. He's only 1-star. It's an effect monster. He has 0 attack, 0 defense. And it looks like he's got like a tuning fork. He's got 2 heads. One looks like he's smiling with red eyes. And this fucker over here has got green eyes and he's frowning. Yeah, it looks like it's like some kind of tuning fork. I think this might be a tuner monster for synchro summons or something like that. That's probably what that is. And they got a tuning fork, so they're playing off of that. This guy, I don't know what the fuck this is. Some kind of blue goblin looking fucker with fireworks. Yeah, some little blue demon guy. Got another one of these fucking things again. Now this one's got 1 on each side. And so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'd have to look up the rules for this. Some kind of fucking knight-looking sorcerer mixture. It's got really high defense. Attack's kind of shitty. I like this card. I don't know what the fuck this is, but it looks kind of cool. Now this one's got high numbers right here. I don't know if that's good or bad. Again, well, its attack and defense is kind of shitty, but I don't know what its effect is. So for all I know, this could be a pretty cool card. Looks like some kind of ninja. This one has really high attack and low defense. I can't tell if that's fucking hair or not. It's got some giant weird looking shield thing. Lost my interest in it. This one does 0 attack, 0 defense. Probably a tuner monster if I'm make a guess on that. Yeah. Looks like shit. Looks like some weird plant thingy. Fuck plants. This one looks like some kind of fucking... What is there, a fucking cat in the middle of it? There's like a cat in there. What the fuck is that? Okay, there's like some cat in there, and then there's like a cat up here with red eyes. It's like, it looks like one of those fucking ring pop things. Those candy things. Getting a lot of low-level guys here. I suspect a lot of these are just tuners for synchro summons. That seems to be a real popular thing. Although it seems like this is the new kind of thing. I really got to figure out what the hell this is. I don't know why they got to keep trying to add on to something that's already pretty great. They're just trying to make a game way more complicated than it needs to be. I remember the days when the old Yu-Gi-Oh came out, and the most you had was a few effect monsters. You know, most monsters are normal. You don't see normal type monsters like the yellow cards anymore. The yellow cards do not exist anymore. I mean, everything has some kind of effect, and now the more generations that get released, they just have way more writing on it, way more rules. It's just giant clusterfuck. They've made the game really detailed. I don't know what the fuck this thing is. Looks pretty stupid to me. I'm looking to see if we can get something really cool in here, and you might see a little bit of black there, so spoiler alert, something's coming up. This looks pretty cool. Well, I mean, it looks cool, but it well, if you don't know what its effect is, but you know, going by its attack and defense, it's probably not so great, but it looks like it has an effect, so who knows. Now this is, I believe, an XYZ card. I think the synchros are the white cards and the XYZ is the black cards. This is some kind of fucking ape dude. And his attack and defense are question mark. Well, it looks pretty cool. Looks like it would make a pretty cool holo, but this is not a holo. I believe there's a holo in here somewhere. I could be wrong. I'm sure I saw one. We're getting a lot of these low-level effect monsters. I assume these have to be tuners. I assume on their own they're probably not much for battle, and they're more for, you know, using to create these synchro summons or XYZ. I'm not really sure what the difference between XYZ and synchro is, so you have to forgive me on that one. What appears to be another tuner monster. 0 attack, 0 defense, 1 star. Is that what this deck is mostly? Is it really random, or did some dickhead just decide to grab a bunch of tuners and throw them in there? I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, it was in a white box, so I'd imagine some guy probably put these together. I highly doubt they're actually random. Let's see. Looks like some kind of... What the fuck is that? Some kind of fucking skull on a... I'm not even going to try and guess what that is. That's some kind of bullshit. It's got a high defense, though. 3,000 defense, 0 attack. Some kind of bullshit. Let's see. Another tuner monster. These have to be tuner monsters. I've already seen this in here somewhere, or something that looks similar to this. Very low attack and defense. Got to be a tuner monster. There's a lot of little birds, like humans dressed up like birds. That's seems to be a common theme in this deck. 1,000 attack and defense. I don't know if this is a tuner monster, but looks pretty cool. This probably looks cooler than a lot of the other ones. Looks like some kind of Metal Gear beast. Alrighty then. Some kind of fucking fairy thing. You know, not really my deal when it comes to card collecting. It is what it is. Not really my type of card. Now I haven't seen one of these in a long time. This is kind of nice. Oh, you can see a little something there on the back, but we'll get to that. Some kind of fusion monster. Oh, we got 3,000 attack, 2,200 defense. Problem with fusion monsters is they've been kind of phased out, you know, because, I mean, you need a polymerization, you need 2 monsters, you know, in your hand or on the field or whatever to bring this card to life, and it ends up not really being worth it. Although, you know, in the future generations, they've made it to where there's been ways to fuse cards without polymerization, and a lot of these newer fusions probably have extra effects. So I guess to sort of keep up with the times, because if you try to bring in all these old cards in with the new cards, you know, they'll stand no chance in competition. So yeah, I guess, you know, when you're bringing in stuff like fusions, you gotta sort of up the ante there. All right, here we go. This is cool. This is the first holo in the deck. And I think this is the one I saw. I don't know anything about it, but it looks pretty cool. It's blue, so I assume it's some kind of ritual summon, which I have not seen one of those in years. Of course, I haven't played in a really long time, but yeah, I used to really like the ritual summons. You'd have to get like a magic card, a special magic card, and you'd have to tribute a certain type of monster, like a very specific monster, like, you know, like a black magician or the Thousand Eyes ritual. Those were my shit back in the day, you know. But that's a pretty cool looking dude right there. That's pretty cool. And then we got another one here. He's not holo, which is very strange. Which furders my belief that this isn't really random and some guy just, you know, puts together whatever he feels like it. It might be random, but it's hard to believe it's random when you have 2 of the exact same card right after the other in a random pack, you know. Especially when one's holo and one's not. But still, it looks cool. Obviously, I prefer the holo one. It's pretty cool that I got a holo version of this. Some kind of fucking seahorse, mechanical seahorse bullshit thing. Huh. Yeah. Oh, now that looks pretty cool. We got some kind of dog here. Probably another tuner monster. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Okay, we got some kind of Birdman guy. He's got a bunch of papers and a pen. Don't know what his deal is about. Couldn't care less. Another tuner monster. Okay, some kind of ball-like thing. Starts with a WW. That's all right. Moving on. This is some kind of like bird archer. There's a lot of birds in this deck. I've mentioned them before, but it's becoming more apparent there's a lot of birds in here. I'm wondering if all of these are coming from certain packs. And I believe they are, because I'm looking at some of these and they all say RATEJP and then a number. So I'm assuming a lot of the... I'll have to look through these and see what that is, but I'm guessing these might be all from the same series. That might be why we're seeing a lot of the same style of cards. Oh, here we don't have enough of these. This is what we need more of. We got some magic cards. Looks like a bunch of knights around a table. They're all staring at me like a bunch of twats. They can piss right off. And we got another one. Now this is a field card. Okay, it's been a long time, but I do remember this little symbol here. I know you can't really see it very well, but it's like a little cross. And that's a field spell. Probably for warrior types, which is cool. I liked warrior types. Some kind of cyber thingy. Looks like little cyber bugs. Some kind of spell. Now these are actually from a different series. It says MACR, and the other one that I just showed you said EP14. So I'm not sure what that is. You'll have to tell me in the comments where these are from and what year they're from. I'd like to know. Some kind of other spell card from the RATE series. This is a ritual. Okay, so it's got the little fire here. That's a ritual spell. Okay, this one's a quick spell. Some kind of guy with lots of purple arm things coming out of him. I could not possibly tell you what the fuck's going on in this picture. Alright, this is what I'm talking about. A trap, got some cool dragon and some kind of guy. It looks like Buster Blader. It kind of looks like Buster Blader. Sorry about that. And he's got some kind of thing in his thing. Appears like it's some kind of little horned animal. And I wish this camera would fucking focus more. But hey, what are you gonna do? Another dragon. He's looks like he's made out of... Well, he's not made out of water, but he's whipping up a good big wave there. And there appears to be some other kind of water creature below him. There's like a volcano in the background. Some kind of trap card. Looks cool. Another trap card. I'm starting to think this isn't really random, because you start out with tons of monsters, and towards the end of the deck you start getting to a lot of cards, spell cards here, and now we're starting to end this here with trap cards. I don't know what the fuck that is. Some kind of suit of armor with like spiritual flames coming out of it. And we're wrapping this up here. This video ended up being a lot longer than I planned it to be, but you know, who cares? And we got some kind of fucking golden dragon mixed in with some bear-like creature. There's a little fucking eye there. I don't know what the fuck that's doing there. There's like a little eye in the middle of the chest. And there's some kind of fucking little horse-like dragon mix thing down here. Where the fuck that is. Here's a continuous trap. It's got the little infinite symbol here. Some kind of like samurai looking guy riding a horse through some kind of interdimensional portal. Yeah, so we got a pretty good haul here. A lot of effect cards, a lot of tuner cards. Not enough traps or spells. Expected more of those. I'm pretty sure this was not random. Some guy just threw these together. I'm not sure if it's really random or if he put certain cards together for a reason. Maybe they go together. I don't know. Maybe some guy in the store made a little mini structure deck for you. It's 40 cards. If you need 40 cards for a deck, so maybe they put together a deck for the player, which would not surprise me in the least. But hey, we got some pretty cool cards out of here, especially these hollows here. Gotta say, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's another one in there. That's 8. I'm not gonna dig it out, but there's like 8 hollows. So, see, it was like. It's like 500 yen for one of the packs and like 300 yen for the other, and I think it was like another 500. Yeah, it was like 500 and you got like one rare card, and then it was like another 500, you got the 40 pack, and then it was like 300 for like 3 or 4 rares. So, about 1,300 yen, and I got well over 40 cards and 8 hollows. So it was a pretty good haul. And well, I think we'll wrap it up there. And when we get some more cards here or some more shit to unbox, come back to this channel and check it out. Thanks.